So hello, hello, hello. My name is Christopher Herring. I'm the Executive Director for Global Chamber San Antonio, Austin, and Houston. I'm a part of the Global Chamber Texas Steering Group, and I'm a part of Global Chamber. And so today we have our Friday meetup opportunity. We're going to talk about some of our successes, some of our upcoming events, and I also want to do some recognition of some of the members who have really had some things that have been really outstanding. I think I'm going to start off with the recognition piece. So I have Quinn Wynn. Quinn is in San Antonio, but she also is a film director, a producer, someone who got involved with a film that was bought from Vietnam and has had great success. And so, Quinn, tell our audience the name of the movie that you helped to bring to the stage and the accomplishment that you all earned.
Well, thank you so much, Christopher. This is such a surprise, and I'm so honored to be here and be recognized. And again, thank you so much for helping our movie with our premiere in San Antonio at the Quarry Market Theater. We are very thankful for it. So we are the film that the first Vietnamese film ever made in the U.S. within 30 years, first one ever. And the movie is we won award. We won 15 award total. And we also recognized within the Cannes Film Festival. And last week we won the San Francisco Film Festival, and I was able to make it there with the whole movie crew. So.
And the name of the film?
Oh, I'm sorry, A Fragile Flower.
So, A Fragile Flower, and amazing. The fact that this film went all around the United States, overseas, and had a real resounding response. It was the first Vietnamese film actually filmed in the United States of America, and it was amazing to be a part of it. And so, congratulations, Quinn. I know that your work and your efforts really have paid off. She's also into real estate. You can tell us about your real estate practice so people can glean from what you do.
Thank you. So I am also do residential in San Antonio. So if you need to buy a house, call me, or investment. Thank you for shout out to Christopher.
Right. Well, thank you again and congratulations. I was going to next bring on our Global Chamber founder, Doug Brunke. Global Chamber is going into our 10th year anniversary next year in 2025. When we talked about, how can we do business better and be effective within the Chamber of Commerce, Doug saw a vision years ago that he wanted to have an organization that would be able to cultivate business without boundaries and borders and all types of bureaucracy that typically got in the way of international trade and business. And so it's always a privilege, pleasure to be able to introduce my friend, Doug Brunke.
You're amazing, Christopher. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations on your success and battling all sorts of demons, including the business world and the personal world of health, and the successes you're having there. Hi, everybody. I'm here on the Venice Beach in West Los Angeles, and addressing you from one of our headquarters around the world. We just love the fact that you are supporters and collaborators and working with us here at Global Chamber. It is, as the Chinese say, an interesting time, putting quotes in interesting. It's for many of us looking at some of the things that are going on in the world, you could get pretty despondent about, and I think about people like Anne Frank and others who have had unbelievable lives and been able to survive it. The person that I've been channeling is Nelson Mandela. If you haven't read his autobiography, I highly recommend it. It's 31 hours on audiobook. It's a big book. It's a monstrous work of art, really, that traces his life. And those last 10 days, I feel like how he might have felt in 1948 when the National Party came to power in South Africa, and they were just despondent and amazed that what could have happened and how people voted, but they made the best of it. And that's, I guess, how I've evolved as an American, that look, things are in many ways very dark. And there's dark elements, as there always are in the world. But I'm really working hard to channel Anne Frank, channel Nelson Mandela, to fill the darkness with light. Things are what they are. We have control of business. We have control of global opportunities. And so on the bright side of things, the world has never been better. The world has never had as much opportunity as there is today. And so for 2025, Chris mentions about our 10th year anniversary. Excuse me. We're very excited because this is going to be our best year. It's going to be the world's best year, fingers crossed, certainly relative to trade. 85% of business in the world is outside the US. And so encouraging, real estate investment, encouraging exporting, encouraging companies coming in to Texas, coming into the region, coming in and taking advantage of the opportunities. These are all good things for us to consider. And so we're putting together systems to be able to do that better for our members. GC Communities is something hopefully that you're part of. If you're not, you'll let us know. Jump into GC Communities. There's 70 plus different groups. There's a global real estate one. There's one on motivation, which is an important one for me because Michael Quigley from the UK, a member there, has almost daily activity that keeps our spirits up. There's a marketplace there if you have things that you want to trade. There is information about global education, pretty much any topic, logistics, exporting, whatever your main interest is, you're able to come into GC Communities and check that out and connect up with other people. So in 2025, we are putting systems in place like that to be able to help members do it more easily, do business more easily. And in fact, our vision is all about how to make global business, how to make cross-regional business just as easy as selling across the street. So we're going to continue to pull in all sorts of systems to do that. Final word, Chris, is I'd like to make all of you aware of something that I feel really great about, and that is Thunderbird School of Global Management, where our world headquarters are in Phoenix, Arizona. Dr. Sanjeev Kagram left there recently, and he loves Global Chamber. He's an amazing world leader. In fact, he has met Nelson Mandela, has a gift from Nelson Mandela from about 20, 30 years ago, and he himself is an extraordinary leader. He has some visions around Global Chamber and getting us to the next level. And so we're creating a global council of ambassadors, top leaders. We've split up the world into 8 regions, and we have key leaders from each of the regions, multiple in each one. It's going to be co-led by Dr. Kagram and Catherine Liu, who's based in Shanghai. And that is a strategic selection because of 2 reasons. Number one, it is a cross-gender, basically balanced gender-wise board of leaders, number one. And number 2 is we're going to be in for a little bit of a coolness between China and the U.S. That's going to happen. That's just the reality of it. There's going to be a back and forth. Our goal always is to trade. That trade is good, that it creates conversations, it allows businesses to prosper, it also allows business to talk to the leaders to calm things down and to create cooler heads. A lot of that, as you all have seen between the United States and Mexico, has happened. The developments have happened. The progress has happened with Mexico. The good part of the relationship between the U.S. and Mexico is because business people have stepped up, they've done business, and they've told the politicians, look, all of that stuff about, the nasty stuff back and forth, do what you need to do there. We're going to bring light to the situation. The light is trade. The light is jobs. The light is connectivity. And so I encourage all of you to not be despondent, to absolutely feel hope for the future. And we are going to rededicate ourselves to make it easier for all Global Chamber members to do business more easily going forward. Dr. Cogram's committed to it. I'm committed to it. We love working with Chris and the chapters in Texas. I've lived in Texas. I've lived, if you count Beaumont, Texas as Texas, it's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there. And so I'm not necessarily a Texan at heart, but I know a little bit about Texas, having lived there for a few years. And I believe in the potential. I believe in what is happening in Texas and the opportunities there. And we definitely, because of Chris and because of you, we're committed to making sure that the current 4 chapters within Texas continue to thrive and our members in Texas thrive. So Chris, thank you for the opportunity to say a few words, hopefully not too many words.
Well, thank you, Doug. And I had actually got my mug here just for you in case you had one of those coughing episodes again. It's a virtual recognition to help you. So thank you again, Doug, and we appreciate your leadership. Certainly, when we're talking about Global Chamber with 525 metropolitan markets around the world in which we serve, Doug is often up in the wee hours of the morning, late at night, trying to build and forge relationships. And the benefit of Global Chamber is that we build warm connections for our members to members. And so that's really the special part about what we do. I'm going to now segue over to Andrew. Andrew, oh, I see you. There you go. You put on your video and you moved up on my screen. So you can unmute Andrew. Andrew is actually a leader at Texas A&M San Antonio. And this weekend, they have a leadership program in which he's actually steering. I'm going to let him say it in his own words, and you can introduce yourself and tell us what's going on.
Well, thank you, Christopher, for having me, and it's so nice to meet everybody here. And just kind of look around. I might be the young one in this room, not too sure, but yeah, thank you, Christopher, for having me. It's great to be here. So yeah, I mentioned I'm a graduate student success coach here at Texas A&M San Antonio, and oh, can everyone see me or hear me?
We can hear you. Great.
Okay. It's very glitchy on my end. Okay, it's like everyone froze there for a second, so I apologize. It might be my my connection there, but yeah. So basically, my job is I help lead graduate students to be successful. So that can look like, with helping them with degree audits, helping them with navigating through personal struggles, academic challenges, really just wanting to help our graduate students be successful. And most of the students that I work with are mostly students that are getting their MBA degrees. So a lot of our students, they want to get in the world of business. And so as Christopher mentioned, we are showcasing our first ever graduate student leadership summit tomorrow here on campus. And I've invited Christopher to be a guest speaker for our students here to, not only show them just about, what it's like to be in business, but also try to help encourage them to make those network connections with the Global Chamber of Commerce, which most of our students that I've spoken with, they have no idea of what the Global Chamber is and what opportunities are out there for them. So, having this be my first call, just hearing what the president, Doug, talk about just the different opportunities are there for members, I definitely am going to encourage our graduate students to take advantage of those opportunities to be on those different memberships there. So as myself, I'm getting ready to register as part of the Young Global Leaders membership as well. And so it's just something that I'm really proud of. And I'm really thankful that Christopher is going to be joining us tomorrow and going to be continuing to help inspire just, the next generation of global leaders. And so just wanted to, thank you, Christopher, for giving me a chance to speak to everyone and introduce myself. Thank you.
I want to thank you. We met through your mother, who I've been great friends with for such a long time. And we had our introduction, and you've been nothing but a professional's professional. I look forward to coming back down to Texas A&M San Antonio. In fact, that was one of my first leadership opportunities. I served on the Institutional Review Board to get my feet wet and to get a little Texas stink on me, because they said that I was from New York, so I wasn't Texan. So I volunteered to be a part of the Texas A&M San Antonio's beginning. And so it's paid off, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going to now pivot. I'm going to pivot to Henry Nino. Hey, unmute, Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, so Chris, thank you for getting me involved with the Global Chamber. So I do want to take the opportunity to promote one of the conferences that's coming up. I'm sure some of y'all are aware, others may not. So there is going to be the Bexar County Business Conference for 2024. Chris, do you mind if I put in the link in the chat?
Oh, please do. Yeah,
Okay,
that would be welcome.
So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link here. So there is registration information. It is free to attend. It's going to be on December 11th, which is a Wednesday, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's at the Freeman Expo Hall. So this one here is pretty much, at least for us in this area, it's pretty much the granddaddy of all conferences. So we're going to CPS Energy. I'm sorry, I didn't even let y'all know I'm Henry, representing CPS Energy's supplier development team. So our team is going to have an exhibitor table. You have the opportunity to meet leadership from our procurement department. You're going to have the opportunity to meet the folks that get businesses registered to sell us their products and services. We're also going to have a segment of a CPS Energy called Energy to Business. They give information on rebates for businesses' electricity, information on how to save money through their electric bill, assistance paying, and pretty much anything to do with retrofitting your business with LED lights to save money. So that's going to be again on December 11th. And let me go ahead and put a little flyer in here, see if it'll take it.
December 11th.
Yeah, I'll get a copy and I'll drop it in the chat. But that's everything I have, unless anybody had any questions for me.
So I'll say this, while if anyone does have a question, you can chime in. I've attended the conference probably at least 10 times or more. It's one of the best conferences in Texas, period. And if you want to register your business with the vendors, that's the greatest time to meet them and to give them your business card. If in all the services in which you offer, from real estate, Quinn, to cleaning services, to anything really, there's a huge interest in what you have and what you're doing, because many of those businesses that are setting up there are primes on contracts, and they have certain levels of fulfillment that they have to accomplish. And so you have a great opportunity to attend register your business with them so that they can call you when they're trying to fulfill certain aspects of contracts that they may have. So please go register, attend, and meet Henry in person, because I know he will have to be there, because ain't no party without Henry there. So Henry will be there, and bring your network, because this is a place too where if you have other people in business that you work with, bring them. It's a great place to walk and talk, meet people, make new partnerships, and make new friends. That's all I can say about it. Did I leave anything out, Henry? Are we good?
We're good.
Yeah, and I'm going to do a special plug too for veteran-owned businesses to come down to meet those there. Again, CPS Energy is our leading energy provider in San Antonio. Unlike other cities around the United States, we only have one energy source company, which is CPS Energy. And so come out and meet Henry and meet all the vendors that will be there at the Bexar County's conference for small minority women, veteran business owners. They will be there. So that's what's up. Thank you again. Hey, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to pivot to Juby. I met her in Austin, and you can unmute. She has a very interesting company with Travelite 360, and I was able to speak at the Austin Tech Week with Rachel Trevino, and we had our board chair in Austin also that came. But I'm going to go and I'm going to stop right there because his name escaped me for a second. How are you today?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, Jujubi here. Thank you so much, Chris, for the introduction. I am the founder of Travelite 360, and in a nutshell, what we're trying to do is eliminate the need for check-in luggage altogether by using AI to intelligently curate the travel wardrobe for travelers, right? And so that's what we're doing currently. And I was very happy to have met Chris at a previous event at Capital Factory during Austin Tech Week recently, and also hear from the rest of the Global Chamber team on how you are trying to really bring together global connections and bring about better sort of trade around the world by connecting people together. So I'm very heartened by that, especially because of in recent years things have been contentious. But that aside, I'm still very optimistic about the outlook because look, people are not going to stop traveling. People are not going to stop connecting. And yes, like what you said, we are going to light the way to the future.
That's correct. That's correct. I'm going to connect with you. I encourage everyone to put your LinkedIn profile in the chat so people can connect with you. But I would also like to talk to you about serving on the board of advisors there in Austin for Global Chamber Austin. I think it would be a great opportunity for us. And so thank you so much for your introduction. I have another gentleman in the room that I want to bring to the forefront. And I want to bring him to the forefront because we just had a press conference in San Antonio that was led by Lisa Jackson. And Lisa Jackson is she's a PR company, but she's also a relationship person. She knows how to forge the right partnerships, relationships with people. And so I have Mr. Travis L. Williams, and Travis came to San Antonio, and he stood with the mayor, Ron Nirenberg, and with County Commissioner Tommy Calvert as they introduced that San Antonio in March of 2025 will have the HBCU All-Star Games, not only for the men, but for the women for the first time. And so this is going to generate, I would call it an economic windfall for those who want to associate with these activities in March of next year. But I won't say anything more. I'm going to let Travis say everything that we need to say at this point. But good to see you, my friend.
Hey, thank you, Chris, for inviting me. I appreciate you. Thanks for the introduction. I'm happy to be here, my man.
So tell us about what will the HBCU All-Star Game bring to the state of Texas and to San Antonio in particular?
I really appreciate that. That's a great question, and I appreciate. Looking forward to sharing the vision. Once again, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of HBCU All Stars. We are a Black-owned sports marketing, events, and media company located here in Atlanta, Georgia. We believe in ear and or, and I say that through a God-driven vision. Exposure, access, recognition, opportunities, resources, and results for our proud and prestigious and tradition-rich HBCUs, hardworking, talented, ambitious students, student athletes, and from some of our most brilliant coaches from across the country and globally around the world. So during April 2025, we're getting ready to host the 4th annual Men HBCU All-Star Game during Final Four weekend. And we announced over a week ago, as Christopher mentioned, live from City Hall, from Aaron Nirenberg, the first ever Women HBCU All-Star Game during Final Four weekend. What a truly historic and epic moment for the HBCU All-Stars movement, HBCU All-Stars. And so many of you are familiar, Final Four weekend, college basketball, biggest weekend. We have a sacred space there. Not only a sacred space, but we're able to come to San Antonio, as Christopher mentioned, and bring an economic impact for the community. You know, HBCUs has too long been ignored. That is no longer the case. And so I'm a former 17-year HBCU. After 17 successful years of coaching, God placed this vision in the spirit. 9 of my 17 years were coaching at 2 prestigious HBCUs, Tennessee State and Fort Valley State University. And so we have an amazing moment to show the world HBCUs matter, not only on a national stage, but a global stage during Final Four weekend. So we're excited to partner with a lot of our Black and brown businesses in general. And so that's important for us. We're no longer an afterthought. We will be in San Antonio representing Black excellence, Black history, and Black cultural experiences at the highest level. So we will be there from, I got all these dates in my head, but Thursday, April 3rd, all the way through Monday, April the 7th. We will host those games that Sunday, April 6th at Freeman Coliseum, a doubleheader that has never been done during college basketball biggest weekend in Final Four. So there are a number of ancillary events surrounding the game. Of course, basketball what brings us together, but our ancillary events and things that we do to really impact the community. What's our give back? We just hosted the April 2022 All-Star Game in New Orleans. It's never been done during the 40-plus year history of the NCAA March Madness tournament. April 2023 at Texas Southern University, at Texas Southern, first time ever on an HBCU campus. April 2024, Phoenix, Arizona, where there's no HBCUs that exist in that part of the country. We had a sold-out Grand Canyon University arena there.
Wow.
And what stood on us is that we all know that Arizona was the last state to recognize Dr. King's legacy and holiday. And what a tremendous moment to do a HBCU All-Star Game of that magnitude in the great city of Phoenix that came out and showed love for the HBCU All-Stars moment. Over a week and a half ago, I mentioned and challenged San Antonio, live from City Hall, that this would be the best ever HBCU All-Star Game in April 2025, both men and women. And so we're excited to come there. We're excited to pour into the community through our college admissions and scholarship fair, our community outreach engagement, our internship program where we have young folks shadowing us, where we've been able to average between 100 to 150 interns that want to be a part through whatever sports marketing, events, and media. And so we're truly excited about that. Our awards, our welcome reception, where we would love to welcome and partner with a number of you of being a part of our welcome reception, which where we invite all our businesses, all our community leaders during that first night there in San Antonio. I think that is really important, where you get a chance to meet the All-Stars. They're some of the best ambassadors that are representing our HBCUs across the country. It is really important. And I know y'all probably say, well, how does this work? What's the process? On Wednesday, November the 20th, we're getting ready to release our watch list that'll feature over 100 plus men and women HBCU All-Stars on their respective teams. The announcement. And so we're excited about that. And then on these teams, we'll have the top 24 HBCUs represented, and both men and women representing our 4 premier Black college conferences, the MEAC, the SWAC, the CIAA, and the SIAC, and our 3 independent teams, Tennessee State, Hampton, North Carolina A&T. And so this is truly where all of us win in this. All of us, our local community, our business leaders, our community outreach engagement, our social, we actually do a social justice and civil rights organization panel discussion. We think that's very important to what we do in the culture. And so we're looking to partner with a lot of nonprofit organizations. We're looking for organizations to support our scholarships. If there's an HBCU student or a high school student there in San Antonio interested in attending HBCUs, we want to support their initiative efforts of attending the HBCU. If there are current HBCU students in need of financial assistance, we're here to help them and assist them. And so just kind of painting a picture that this is a truly HBCU All-Stars movement, but more importantly, it's about an opportunity for all us to come together, inclusive of everyone. It's about supporting each and every business that want to be a part of that. And we look forward to bringing our economic impact to San Antonio, and we looking forward to your support.
Well, thank you, Travis. That is an awesome update. Listen, I asked him to come on today because since the press conference, business owners have been contacting me, asking me how do I become a part of this this opportunity. I've also had alumni from HBCUs who reached out and said, "Hey, how can I help to be a part of the volunteer team that will push this initiative forward?" And so I wanted him to come on to the Global Chamber platform because we were the chamber that was requested for the press conference. And so we're going to lead and we're going to help to continue to take the marketing message across Texas so that people will come down from Dallas, Houston, Austin, and all the places in between to support this initiative next year. Again, really appreciate the opportunity that you provided us, Travis, and also the continued great working relationship that we're going to have moving forward. So I really appreciate that you came on today. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Can I leave him my information? If you want to direct contact me, you can email me at Travis, Travis, LW at HBCUAllstarsLLC.com. I'm going to give you my direct number because Chris hit me up to join this call. So this is a very important call. You can call me directly, 404-542-6079. 404-542-6079. And to put it in perspective, you can follow us, what I just shared with you, the vision, at HBCU All-Star Game. You can follow us on all social media platforms, HBCU All-Star Game, HBCU All-Stars LLC, and then you can follow me, Travis L. Williams 24, and that tells the picture on where we are. And so we're truly excited. We're truly excited. Once again, thank you for taking time at your schedule, allowing me this platform, Chris.
Hey, thank you so much. And God bless you.
Take care. Stay blessed.
So I'm going to now pivot because this is such an informative, exciting meeting. And I'm glad that so many of my friends and also people who I respect in business are on. And I'm thankful for you. I'm going to go now to Jason. Jason Wright, who is in San Antonio, Texas, and he has a fitness business. Jason, tell us about your business and any initiatives that you're doing. I know you're working with a kids initiative right now. So tell us who you are and what you're all about.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, everyone. Pleasure meeting you, Jason Wright. I am the owner and head instructor at Super Kai Martial Arts and Fitness. We're located in San Antonio at 2422B Freedom Drive next to the airport. So I have over 25 years of experience in fitness and martial arts. And right now I'm working with, kids martial arts classes, personal training, fitness classes. And I just want to help as many people as I can and, just get involved with, helping organizations as well. I just completed a relaunch. Well, not completed. I'm in the middle of relaunching my business, rebranded. And so, I've created a facility that's very unique. And it's more of a hybrid style. So if you guys are looking to get into, better shape, be happy with yourself. If you got kids, this is a great place. I'm very good at what I do, and I'd love to get to know you and get to know all your children.
Thank you, Jason. Hey, I had a chance to go to his facility, took a tour, and his facility is amazing. And I'm really impressed because he has a heart to help our children. The combination of martial arts and physical fitness is a winning combination. He is a black belt. He, doesn't brag on himself, but he is truly one of those servant leaders in the community of San Antonio that I just really I just love to introduce, and that's why I asked him to be on today. Very, very, very great facility, and I encourage you to go meet Jason where he is. Especially physical fitness is important to you. He's a brother's brother. So thank you again, Jason, for being on today.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'll leave my contact in the chat. But, for those that want to reach out, feel free. Don't be a stranger.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to now pivot to Jessica Mendoza. What's up, Jessica?
Hi there. Sorry, I had it on mute. Thank you so much for having me here today. I've been wanting to get on one of these calls for a minute, so I'm really excited. Just a little bit about myself for all of those that don't know me. I've been in the nonprofit sector for over 10 years. And that experience kind of has led me to two roles that I'm honored to hold today. Both allow me to pursue my passion for helping others and just making a meaningful impact in the community. First off, I'm the owner of JDDA Consulting, where I work with nonprofits, individual donors, and companies to transform their vision into measurable impact. So if you're a nonprofit striving to grow, or an individual donor looking to make a difference with the right nonprofit, or a company that just wants to partner with other nonprofits, I help create strategies and connect those dots to make a lasting difference in the community overall. I'm also the Director of Development and Outreach for Wonders and Worries in San Antonio. At Wonders and Worries, we support children and teens as they navigate through those emotional challenges of a parent's serious illness or injury. About 80% of our clients are cancer patients, so just helping the children cope with what that looks like and preventing any future issues that they might encounter. It's all incredibly fulfilling work. I'm focusing on expanding the outreach here in San Antonio, and just looking forward to connecting with all of you and exploring ways that we might be able to collaborate.
Thank you so much, Jessica. And I really would like for you to visit Jason's gym and fitness center. I think that since he focuses on children as a part of his services, it might be a great partnership between your nonprofit and what Jason does. I think that there's a lot of value there. Also, I don't know if you know Jacqueline in the room, but you two, I think, should also link up if you don't already know each other. And I'm going to give Jacqueline the chance to introduce herself after I go to Mr. Sattar because I want, because I'm kind of trying to alternate men, women, men, women, men, women. But so in that spirit, Q, tell us who you are. And let me just say this up front. So Q and I have been friends for such a long time. We served in the military together. So happy Veterans Day belated. And he actually works with our armed forces by providing a special seminar that he does called Spectrum that allows him through his company cultural competencies to be able to understand who you are. And so he almost admitted, so his assessment is like a Myers-Briggs, if you've ever taken the Myers-Briggs inventory, and he does it from a temperamental perspective. And so I'm going to have him to offer this amazing seminar to the Global Chamber in San Antonio. And so we're going to set our dates, get it on the calendar. But what I also see, before I even give you the mic cue, I see the opportunity for organizations, for businesses to come into special sessions so that you can team build and get your teams on one accord. I think that what I've learned is, and he also does it with couples, and so what I see is a very dynamic education enrichment that we all can experience. But I'm gonna leave it to Q. Go ahead, man.
Hey, Chris, I can't thank you enough for bringing me on and allowing me to share, what I do as far as one of the things is called spectrum temperament development. And just like what Chris said, it is it's a soft skill that people don't realize that you actually need. But what it does is it talks about your interaction styles and your actual temperament on who you really are to your core. And it's not until you find out who you really are to your core is when you realize what you can actually do with that and how you can help strengthen those relationships, both personally and professional. When you talk about the soft skills like dependability, open communication, problem solving, creativity, and teamwork, though that really helps because sometimes when you go to certain jobs, they have you do what's called like the Myers-Briggs. This is a different version of that. It's kind of the same thing, but it actually helps you understand who you are at the moment and what skills you can bring and what you might need to educate people on to help better treat you. And I can't say enough on how many times actually Chris has actually done it with me twice down at the Doubletree Hotel with the Wounded Warriors. It's called the SRU now. They don't like to be called Wounded Warriors, but it's called the Soldier Readiness Units now. But it really makes a big difference. I can't tell you how much it does. And when people go through it, it really is an eye opener for it to help strengthen those relationships and, at home and both at home and at work. So I just can't wait to do it with the chamber and help people, build those relationships because, we can have those hard skills all day long, but those soft skills is what helps strengthen those relationships, and build those teams and help people adapt in organizations, and willingness to learn. So I'm just waiting on Chris to give me a date. I know he's like a puppet master, but he got everything moving. So just let me know when. I already got the material and everything. So I'm just waiting on that.
All right, so I'm going to call you after today's meeting because I want to be able to offer to this group here the opportunity to jump in immediately, and then that way they could be disciples of what we have, take it back out to the market, and then we can charge everyone what they really need to pay. So anyway. I appreciate your willingness to partner with me. Again, it's been a great relationship that we've had, but professionally, I see this as being something in which will improve the lives of others. For me personally, after I went through the two classes, my results were different. I had two different sets of results, and you saw that, and I told the other classmates that after you experience various life changing events, your perspectives change. And so, and it can be as simple as, hey, my kids all graduated from high school. I'm no longer accountable to kids. I'm an empty nester. And so now my priorities are all about me. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. But some people are locked into family. Some people are locked into new roles and positions in which you are now responsible for an extended family called employees. And so your perspectives may change, but knowing how to navigate through your new change personality, is that a good way to say it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, will help you then know the temperament and how you approach different people and circumstances. So we're going to make sure that we get that going really fast. I'm going to now pivot to Jacqueline. And I text her, I said, hey, I like how her name is presented. Can y'all see that? So like Jason, I'm looking at Jason's iPhone on the screen, but I'm looking at Jacqueline. So maybe we can take a hint from her and like take out that iPhone and then put Jason and be like, boom, you stand out because Jacqueline is standing out. You can unmute Jacqueline. I'm talking a lot of mess right now. So this is Jacqueline Hernandez, and she has her own business. I went to her seminar yesterday at it was at a bank. What bank was that?
Credit Human.
Yeah, Credit Human. Yeah, I actually financed a car through them. And so she's going to speak to us. Tell us about what you did yesterday, and then tell us what services you offer that we can all get on board with.
Yes, absolutely. So yesterday was all about productivity, performance enhancement, and just really taking a look at what those key things that we can do to really up our game and get more into our next goals, our next set of goals. So we talked to brokers, agents. There was, who else was there? There was, help me out here, Chris.
Oh, there was a cleaning
There-
company. There was a chamber of
And
commerce president.
yes,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. And then a professional coach as well. So executive coach was there as well. So, and we had financial advisors in the room also. So it was really great day. And again, just love talking about productivity and how we could take action and change our trajectories, right? And I've been out here for about 2 years. I'm from California, Silicon Valley. So I've worked with startup companies all the way to tech companies and everything in between. I primarily work with a lot of family offices. So family offices are considered centimillionaire families. So they've hit the $100 million mark and above, really helping them advise and strategize for their, if they want to do a new product line or how they're going to transfer wealth to the next generation and what that looks like and having a clean strategy for that as well. I work with startup companies. That's where my passion lies. I love working with the centimillionaires, but I love working with startups and then just companies that are mid-sized that want to hit the $1 million mark. That's what I focus on and just really bringing awareness to who they are. I also have a nonprofit. So Jessica, you and I should be talking. We started our nonprofit in July, and Chris Herring was actually one of our recipients of our award, the Texan Titan. How many of us believe that he is a Texas Titan? For sure. And so I'll have to give you guys a link to the video where he's like, yes, we can on our stage. So love it. And just being able to bring value to the community of San Antonio and see these companies really rise and look at our goals and trajectories. Yesterday, we talked to individuals that are in the real estate game, and they're like, yeah, my goal is to make enough to cover my bills and have fun, And so really getting that mindset to shift to being a leader in that industry and making bigger goals in that, right? How do you become a person that is in real estate for them specifically that's going to be a leader of maybe rental properties and different things. So just really expanding that mindset, especially everything that's taking place here in San Antonio. It is amazing. This is the land of opportunity right now. And taking advantage of that and really understanding where you stand in that market and in the shift of trajectories of what's happening here today.
So quick question for you. Do you do work in other places in Texas? Because it's like Juju B is she's been Harding and so forth. She's in the Austin area.
Yes. So I have I'm working with Oracle out there. It's a big company, big tech company out in Austin. And then I also am a part of a club that's called Center Club. It's here in San Antonio. It's on the 30th floor downtown. But we have our sister club in Austin. So I'm actually going to start doing events out there in Austin also.
Perfect. And Quinn Wynn is a realtor. Actually, I wish you would have been able to attend yesterday. I think that every real estate professional should have heard what you had to say and the help that you provide, because really you're trying to help them to maximize their goals. So one lady came
Yes.
up to you and she says, "Hey, my goal for next year is $1 million." And so
Yes.
the ladies
I feel
high
like that's
five.
what everybody's goal should be, right? Everybody's goal should be that. You're in Texas. This is the city of opportunity right now. That should be everybody's goals in maximizing and really being those examples to our family, right? As a woman, as a mom, I'm a mom of 5. That is my biggest thing here, is like, how do I become that example to my kids so that they can see that we are crushing barriers and we are taking leaps and bounds and we are quantum leaping our careers and not just sitting stagnant, or, it's time to beat the hell out of average. Come on, guys. And
Hey,
that's what I'm here to do. Beat the hell out of average, people. Like, no average here. No excuse-itis. I'm allergic. Stay 6 feet away. You got excuses? Stay away.
you know what? I think I'm looking at the next chairman on my board. This is good
There we go.
because we need to beat the heck out of everything that has been negative and push our businesses to the brink of wild success and do it
But you
together.
got to say it from the core. Beat
That's
the
it.
hell out of average, people.
Y'all can unmute. You can say that if you want, because I'm a believer that we have believers in that very vision that you have. So thank you,
Absolutely.
Jacqueline, for coming on today. It's not going to be the last. It's the first. So I thank you again. Let's go to Patience. Patience, are you available? And if patient, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm available. I'm just here to listen. I'm fairly new, been here for like probably 5 days. So
Okay.
I'm just here to listen and learn. That's about it.
Okay. Where are you at, Patience?
I live in North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, I do run a business that's centered on making products from Southern Africa. That's where I'm originally from.
What part of Africa are you from?
My country is called Zimbabwe.
Oh, I actually have a protege in Zimbabwe that I've been working with for some years with an agricultural app that he has. And so I would love to continue to connect with you. I also my family is from North Carolina in a small city called Garland. Have you ever heard of Garland, North Carolina?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, if you're ever driving and you go through a traffic light and you sneeze, you would have gone right through that little town.
I'm in
Be a town of
Goldsboro.
maybe 800 people or less.
Really?
Yeah, that's called
Where's
Garland. It's a town.
what's the closest, like maybe most populous city?
Yes, probably Fayetteville.
Oh yeah, I've been to Fayetteville.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's one of the old tobacco farms there. And I still own our family land there. It was a plantation a long time ago, and my family inherited it, and so yep. So that's a little bit about me. But good to meet you today, and thank you for being on.
Same here. Thank you.
I see, and I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I think it's Sayale.
Yeah, you say it's Siley.
Okay, good to meet you. How are you today?
I'm good, Chris. Thanks for having me. I just wanted to join this as a non-member. I had a meeting with Doug with our interest to see if we can join Global Chamber and how the events would be, how the networking and interaction, and what different value can these events can bring to our business. So that's where I am. So
So,
Aprili, we are a software company. We are software services provider. Pretty much as a core services, we do mobile web app development, cloud services, third-party integrations. But more than that, we actually do custom software solutions for any small and medium-sized businesses for wanting digital transformation. We work with large enterprises who are needing special expertise workforce and annual maintenance contracts like 24/7 tech support, We also work in robotic process automation, AI, and machine learning space to
Wow.
reduce manual work and let businesses take advantage of technology and focus on their profit and sales. And we take the technical hassle on us. So that is the short
Wow.
introduction of us. There are many magic stories. I will just share one liner so that everyone gets an idea. We worked with a auto car dealer in Mexico, and we deployed robotic process automation, reducing all their manual work. So their order processing time went down from 20 to 30 minutes down to 3 minutes. And
Wow.
that increased their sales almost 8 to 10 times. So that is one of the success stories I would like to share. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah. So
awesome.
that's
That's
all.
amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, you definitely should be a part of the global tribe. And I just know that with AI, and we have our own AI education forum, we everything that you said connects with why you should be a part of the global tribe. And I look forward to learning more from you and your company. I see Cesar is on. Cesar is he's our number 2 guy in Global Chamber, like it's a COO. He makes everything move and shake. But Cesar, please follow up because that's a very good elevator pitch as well as informative story that will allow us to have value into our future relationships there. So thank you so much. The last person, because we're getting close to the top of the hour, is Joel Ingaloo. Joel is and has served as my deputy director of Global Chamber, San Antonio. He's a great friend. He's been my prayer warrior. He's been a young man who took me under his wing and introduced me to so many people, master networker. So Joel, if you can please unmute, you have the final word.
Okay, well, I appreciate you, Chris. Again, my name is Joel Ingaloo. I'm originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We currently do a lot of work, philanthropy work out there. We have an organization called Roots Home for Children. We pretty much house orphans there and take care of widows as well. About 60 orphans, 50 widows that we support. And we have 2 water wells up. And then we also, right now, working on building a clinic there, trying to partner with some medical facilities here in Texas to take medicines and things like that over there. So we're doing a lot of work there, but that's our primary focus, just like human development, economic development, try to teach people trades and skills there. Here in San Antonio, I do marketing consulting. So I just meet with business owners and I try to find like their target audiences and try to do campaigns for them there. And I'm also a part of another group out in Austin called Abundant Life Foundation, where they house 180 kids in their bilingual program in Honduras. So I'm a part of various boards and organizations, and my whole heart is just to like again do economic development, teach people how to grow, how to build, but also be sustainable. And so that's kind of my passion. But I love people. I love the Global Chamber. Chris has been a great mentor for me, and I've learned a lot from him. And so if you're thinking about joining the Global Chamber or like wanting to find a good community, I would like highly recommend to do that, because the Global Chamber is like one of the only ones in San Antonio that focuses on just like the global network. And so I love that about this chamber. And so, yeah, join the family.
And I should pay you more. Hey, Joel, I want to connect you with Travis Williams, who came on earlier. You're a basketball fanatic as well as a marketing guru. And listen, for those who know Desiree Serna Martinez, this is a gentleman that she introduced to me years ago. He was a student, just like Andrew that came on earlier was in his degree program. And I gave a quick lecture for Professor Desiree. And it was Joel who called me and said, "Hey, I want to be a part." And so we've been in relationship for years now. And I've been blessed because this young man has just blossomed. He spoke at the Tobin and told his story and told his nonprofit journey and just made his family, and he just made us all proud. So thank you again, Joel. You are definitely you're a blessed man, and I'm thankful for you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
So we've concluded today's Texas meetup of Global Chamber. I'd like to thank everyone for coming on. For those who may not know how to never visit our website, please go to www.globalchamber.org. Listen, on the Global Chamber's website, there's an events calendar. So every day of the work week, there's something that you can plug into to connect with the global world. The thing that we pride ourselves about is that we make connections that are with people who from all over the world. So if you're getting ready to travel, I say this: start meeting people on the virtual network before you go to the physical place. That'll make your trip and experience so much more enriching. Again, I'd like to thank each of you for joining us. And there were some people who had other appointments, but I'm grateful for them. They came in, they gave the message. This will be on recording, so if you need it, I'll send you the link. Thanks again for the support of Global Chamber staff. And again, what a successful day. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Cesar. Thanks, Jemina. Appreciate you all. And then Global Advisor Terry Levine, thank you for being on today. So
thanks, Chris.
We're signing off.
Have a great weekend.
Be blessed.